Let's go, let's go. Fifth edition of the playbook.
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Using his legs, it's Stewart. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Keep it on the ground. The ball pops out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Off play action. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Handoff from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This quarterback part of their running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First down to start the drive after the break. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Motion from the offense. Finds his man down the middle. Pulled down for the tackle.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And the Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll put the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Johns. He's got his man. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Bulls his way forward. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Snags it over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. The Gamecocks get enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to throw it again. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Johns. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Dropping back, it's Pitts. He's right on target. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Now they'll run it on the toss. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 35, he's got Wilson's setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. The give on the inside. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Back to the air one more time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's John. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the left.
They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give as they work on that clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking for a man. It's Pitts. Right on target this time. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Makes his connection. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Using his feet. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll try to blast their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Johns. He's going up top here late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated.